Hello, I am Euivin Park, CTO of Line. Thank you for joining Line Developer Day 2021. We are once again gathered online for this year's event. So, to make the most of the virtuality, I am inviting you to our office cafeteria that we rarely get to show the public. 2021 is a special year for us because this year marks the Line app's 10th anniversary. So today, let's take a moment and reflect on the past 10 years. Do you recognize these screenshots? They're of the original Line app when it was first launched in 2011. That was such a long time ago. Let me share with you an episode from the time. 10 years ago, we were working hard to build a messaging app because we believed in its potential, but the trend in Japan back then was emailing on phones. Therefore, we made sure that Line will allow users to exchange messages within the app as well as send emails, and it was very important that this functionality was implemented in the launch version, even though we were really crunched with time. Because we enabled emailing, we were able to lower the hurdle for users to switch to Line, and this encouraged more people who are used to emailing to try out this new app. This helped to organically connect more people through Line. This is a classic example of how Line keenly captures user demand and designs and improves its services based on user needs. Over the years, we have added functionalities to the app in response to user demand, and our global monthly active user base has grown to nearly 200 million in 10 years. Furthermore, we identify that users want to enjoy more news, video, music, games, and other content, so we expanded our portfolio of content services. As a result of responding to such user needs, our media and entertainment services have also grown over the years. In Japan, Line News gets 15.4 billion monthly page views. In 2014, we launched Line Pay and began challenging ourselves in the fintech industry. Up to now, we have launched numerous services including Line Securities and started a digital banking service in Thailand last year and in Taiwan and Indonesia this year. As for Line BK in Thailand, we are proud to announce that it now has 3.3 million registered users after only a year since service launch. We all know that e-commerce and communication fit well together. So, we launched Line Gift and other e-commerce services to provide a better user experience. Admittedly, not all services we launched in the past were successful, and we've had to close a few over the years. However, at Line, we believe that every identified user need is a new opportunity, and we're proud for having fearlessly taken on many challenges over the years that has helped us become a stronger company. As our services grew, the Line platform also grew in scale. Here are some figures that represent our current platform size. First is 400,000 requests per second. This is the peak number of Line message exchanges and shows how actively Line is being used to communicate. As for images, videos, and other media data, Line users are collectively exchanging around 11 petabytes of data in a day. Next, this is the number of node links or connections between users. There are around 72 billion of them. This shows how much Line users are connected with each other. Lastly, 2.48 million is the number of channels that have been set up online. Channels include service accounts and official accounts. That's a lot of businesses that are using the Line platform. As you can see, Line has grown tremendously over the years as a communication app as well as a business platform. For this reason, our service must be reliable. In order to prepare for data increases and sudden spikes in requests, distributed system technologies have always been important to us. At Line, we have also been investing in a wide range of technologies over the last 10 years. To improve our service quality, VoIP and video streaming are some of the technologies we've been actively investing in. As for cloud technologies, we have been operating our own OpenStack-based private cloud called Verda since 2016. In 2018, we were one of the first industry players to start researching and developing blockchain technologies, and last year, we officially launched and began operating our own blockchain platform called Line Blockchain Developers. We will explain more about Line's blockchain strategies later in this keynote speech. Over the years, we have also worked to build a centralized data platform that will allow us to efficiently and responsibly manage and use large volumes of data from a data governance perspective. This data platform is called Information Universe, or IU for short. IU currently contains 290 petabytes of data, and around 10 petabytes of data gets added every month. In order to use the accumulated data as datasets for machine learning, we have also built a common machine learning platform. The shared platform allows us to build large machine learning models across many other services. For instance, we can collect up to 80 million dimensions of features from multiple services to improve the accuracy of the output. Thanks to having a proprietary environment that allows us to actively explore and adopt machine learning technologies, we have been able to release new services more quickly than before. That was a quick recap of the last 10 years of Line. In order to build better services, we have challenged ourselves to exploring new technologies, launched as well as closed many services, and the process was a constant trial and error. I feel like the last 10 years have gone by in a flash. Let's get to the main theme of this year's keynote speech, HyperCLOVA, and our strategies behind Line blockchain. Earlier, I talked about Line's proprietary data platform used for Line's internal data. In addition to this platform, we have another versatile AI platform that external engineers can also use. It's called HyperCLOVA, and we're developing it with NAVER. Let us tell you more about HyperCLOVA, followed by an overview of our blockchain strategies. My name is Isago. I am head of Line's AI business. From here, I will tell you about Line's HyperScale AI development project. The conventional approach to AI development has been to build relatively small, customized models that are optimized for every business requirement. While optimizing helps to improve the output quality, having to secure skilled AI modelers with the technical expertise to build these models was a bottleneck. When we take a step back and look at the global trend in AI research and development, we notice that GPU performance is improving and large clusters are more accessible. As for natural language processing, OpenAI has created GPT-3, Google has its T5, there's Hugging Face, telling you that building large-scale general-purpose language models seems to be the trend. So, for CLOVA, which we are jointly researching and developing with NAVER, we have secured a GPU cluster of more than 700 petaflops and started developing HyperScale AI based on a large-scale general-purpose language model in Japanese and Korean. We call it HyperCLOVA. During last year's Line Developer Day, we announced that we are building a large-scale, general-purpose language model in Japanese. Since then, we have been building our model in Japanese and Korean. With large-scale general-purpose language models, the number of parameters which represent word relevance is extremely important. Therefore, for our Japanese and Korean models, we started with 1.3 billion and slowly scaled up so that our models now have 39 billion parameters. Know that we were not simply collecting datasets and using billions of parameters to build a model. The process was slow, and we also had to overcome various technical challenges at the same time. With our relatively stable 39 billion parameter model, we are now exploring opportunities for application. At the same time, we are trying to build an 82 billion parameter model that supports multiple languages. In 2022, we hope to build a 204 billion parameter Japanese model. As for the training corpus, we are making every effort to exclude copyright-protected materials so that it can be provided to third parties as well. Also, the training corpus does not contain any data related to line services, including our users' chat messages or messages exchanged in open chat. Are you curious to find out what HyperCLOVA can do? At Line, we are exploring opportunities for application in the areas of summarization, text generation, and dialogue. Let me show you a demo of HyperCLOVA's text generation and dialogue capabilities. This is HyperCLOVA Studio. It allows you to perform various operations on HyperCLOVA through a GUI. Currently, HyperCLOVA only supports Japanese, but we hope that non-Japanese speaking viewers can still follow along. This task auto-generates tasty descriptions of food. In this demo, we're going to create a description of savory crackers using a description of dark chocolate as a sample. The first step is called prompting. For HyperCLOVA to generate text, you must first manually feed it with sample input text. This requires some technique as the samples greatly affect the output. Enter information about the savory crackers below, click the button at the top, and you instantly get a description. As you can see, the generated text is quite short and plain. Let's set the temperature higher to get a more interesting description. This time, the description sounds more appealing. Let's see if this last bit can be improved. Run HyperCLOVA again. You can see that the description has changed. If you like, HyperCLOVA allows you to start descriptions with a preferred string of words while keeping the quality of the generated text. The resulting description has a nice flow. Next, let's lower the repetition penalty and generate longer text. If you're able to read Japanese, you'll be able to tell that the resulting text is a little catchier this time. Auto-generated text using HyperCLOVA can have a variety of use cases, such as product descriptions and personalized messages for e-commerce. Next, I'd like to show you a demo of how HyperCLOVA can create a dialogue, but first, let me explain how it works. The demo I'll be showing you combines multiple technologies, so it may not be clear which part of the demo uses HyperCLOVA. Shortly, I will be conversing with a life-size character. First, voice recognition converts speech to text, and the text is used as input for a dialogue model based on HyperCLOVA. HyperCLOVA analyzes the input and extracts and speaks the most relevant phrases to give a natural response. With the full cooperation of Kizuna Eye Inc., this demo was developed by our game development company, Line Studio. Let's begin the demo. Hello. Hi. My name is Kizuna Ai. Nice to meet you. When is your birthday and how tall are you? My birthday is June 30th. I am 156 centimeters tall. Do you notice where we are? It's Line's office cafeteria. Yes, the view is beautiful from here. Line is holding a tech conference right now, and we're talking about artificial intelligence. What are your thoughts on AI? I would love to see the world become a better place with the power of AI. Great. Hope you enjoy the rest of the talk. Yes, I'd love to learn more about our future. Good luck with your talk. Thanks. See you. See you. What did you think? Use cases for HyperCLOVA could include live streams by virtual stars, or collaborations with game and anime characters, or simply with virtual humans who are like real people. After watching 2 working demos, you may be thinking that HyperCLOVA is complete. I have to say no. There are still many technical challenges to overcome, and we are eagerly looking for people who are willing to work with us to resolve these challenges. Here's an overall picture of the language model we're building on HyperCLOVA. I'll be using it to explain the problems we're working to resolve. First, the difficulty in building a language model is the sheer amount of time needed for training. Because it takes 1 to 2 months to build a large model, there is not much room for trial and error. Fine-tuning a language model is also difficult. Adding more parameters doesn't always result in higher accuracy. In fact, the failure rate increases with more parameters. It's not about simply adding more data. What's important is to improve the data quality. Second, even if we technically succeed in building a language model, its application brings about a new set of problems. At Line, we believe it is important to address ethical issues in artificial intelligence and properly evaluate and filter HyperCLOVA's output so that the AI will not be hurtful to humans. For this, we need technologies that will discipline AI. Lastly, here's what we have planned for our AI-related projects. First, we are finishing up the language model we're currently building and preparing for its public launch. We are also working on semi-automating HyperCLOVA scenario generation for services such as CLOVA Chatbot and Line AI Call. For sectors where application of HyperCLOVA is difficult, we will work on building smaller general-purpose language models. Furthermore, in addition to text-based input and output as we showed you today, we will also work on building multimodal machine learning mechanisms, including images and audio signals. Sounds exciting? I hope you're now eager to try out HyperCLOVA for yourselves. Well, I have good news. We will be giving engineers an opportunity to test the HyperCLOVA Studio environment soon. Japanese will be the first supported language. We will be making an official announcement with details on how to register. We hope that everyone following Line Developer Day will sign up. Thank you. Now, on to the next speaker.
Hello, my name is Yoneyama, and I'm head of Line's blockchain business. Our team has a mission to deliver innovative blockchain services designed for everyone. To that end, we have been focusing on user experience within our ecosystem and have launched various services that are accessible even to those who are not familiar with blockchain and crypto assets. So, without thinking about blockchain too much, developers can build the services effortlessly and users can enjoy services intuitively. In 2018, we released our own blockchain under the name of Line Blockchain and started distributing a proprietary crypto asset Link in the global market. In 2019, we launched a crypto asset exchange, Line BitMEX, in Japan. Last year, we opened a development platform, Line Blockchain Developers, as well as a blockchain wallet, Line BitMEX Wallet. And this year, we announced the opening of the NFT market. Let me here explain what a non-fungible token, or NFT, is. A good example of something fungible is gold bars. For instance, 1 kilo gold bar can be exchanged for another 1 kilo gold bar because they have the same value. In contrast, something non-fungible is your smartphone. If you exchange your phone for someone's phone, even if they are the same models, your new phone will be completely different from the original. Using NFTs allows us to record token transactions, and NFTs are now recognized as digital assets that create new value. While data on the internet can be copied easily, each NFT on a blockchain is unique and irreplaceable. As ownership of tokens can be recorded, some NFTs have turned into high-value assets. However, NFTs are not perfect yet. So today, let me talk about two issues on sustainability of a blockchain. First, energy consumption. Most blockchains have adopted proof of work, which is a consensus algorithm to verify transactions on a blockchain. But it requires miners to use GPU and consume a lot of energy. An alternative model to address this energy issue is proof of stake. It chooses validators based on how many tokens and crypto assets they have on certain blockchain. This model eliminates the need of using powerful computers that consume a massive amount of energy to GPUs, and you can maintain a blockchain just with stable computers. Given those advantages, not only Lime blockchain but also Ethereum and other projects have adopted proof of stake. The second issue is the transaction fees or gas fees that users need to pay to make a transaction on a blockchain. In case of Ethereum, I mentioned earlier, gas fees have skyrocketed significantly. This is mainly because there has been more demand for transactions than supply. Here, supply means blockchain's processing capacity per unit of time. If transaction demand will increase at this rate, our Lime blockchain will face the same problem. To be ready to handle this, we have been researching and developing interoperability, a technology to connect one blockchain with another. Ethereum adapts a supply and demand mechanism so that gas fees fluctuate and even spike. Lime blockchain takes a different approach. We will leverage interoperability to increase the number of blockchains and the processing capacity accordingly. This will enable us to keep transaction fees low and grow our ecosystem at the same time. While keeping eyes on those tech trends, we have also started developing a new consensus algorithm that uses a verifiable random function, Byzantine fault tolerance, and other underlying technology. To bring Lime blockchain's vision into reality, our NFT market has been building services also with a particular emphasis on user experience. Normally, if you want to purchase an NFT, you need to buy crypto assets on an exchange and move to a marketplace to purchase an NFT, then store the NFT in a wallet. Mostly, these transactions take place on different service platforms. However, Lime blockchain offers all these services on a single common platform which is linked to that Lime platform. Therefore, for users, developers, and any business wishing to offer their service, our ecosystem is very easy to use. We also launched a large-scale NFT campaign using Lime blockchain. The campaign took place in August this year, and users had a chance to get an NFT by adding our Line official account as a friend. This project has become Japan's largest ever NFT campaign by attracting as many as 170,000 people. In fact, over 80% of the participants has never owned crypto assets. As this campaign demonstrated, NFTs can broaden the use of blockchain. The Line blockchain ecosystem itself has been growing. The companies listed here have adopted and joined our blockchain this year. Combining these existing contents with NFTs can also enable us to expand our services and ecosystem exponentially. There will be more and more campaigns to join our ecosystem. Please stay tuned for upcoming announcements. Now, let's talk about the future updates. We plan to launch 3 key features. An enhanced wallet service feature for the NFT market. The bridge feature to realize compatibility with Ethereum, and an additional feature of Watson Virtual Machine to support smart contracts. On top of that, we have also put efforts into open source projects, such as offering a library for JavaScript to call Line Blockchain Developers API. Since 2018, Line has been developing and launching blockchain services every year so that the Line blockchain has evolved into a large ecosystem. With our mission, blockchain designed for everyone in mind, we are determined to keep delivering new values via Line blockchain for developers, users, and the world. Thank you.
Line has been working hard to bring convenience to our users' day-to-day lives. We have built a wide range of platforms, opened up our APIs, and been working to build an ecosystem where we can work with aspiring engineers around the world like yourselves. At Line, we are committed to improving our development and data governance policies to provide safe and secure services. We will also continue to challenge ourselves to adopt new technologies. In March of this year, Line completed its business integration with Z Holdings, the parent company of Yahoo Japan, and is now part of the Z Holdings Group. We will make the most of this new beginning by leveraging the technologies and capabilities of Z Holdings in addition to those of the Line Group to proactively begin joint R&D and technology investments with the aim to achieve global success as a company that started in Asia. We are hoping that Line Developer Day can also evolve by collaborating with Yahoo Japan and adding their essence from next year. Join us again next year and you'll be in for a surprise. Today and tomorrow, our engineers will be giving talks on a wide range of topics covering Line's technologies and challenges. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.